Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another tutorial of PHP for beginner series, and in this video we will be talk about super globals in PHP. So you have to open your code editor. In the previous video I told you that there is a scope of variable. If you define a variable outside of your function, so you cannot access that variable inside your function, and if you define a variable inside a function, you cannot access that variable in another function. Like I declare a variable b and assigns value 2 in the example function, and here I try to access that variable, I means echo that variable in example2 function. So control as save and open your browser and type localhost and cubic soul. So it means it shows an error message that variable a is undefined and variable b is undefined, because variable a is defined outside the function and I am trying to access this variable inside my example function. This is illegal. And another thing, that I defined b variable in example function and I try to retrieve that variable in example2 function. In these two lines I call these functions to run my functions, and when we see outputs you can see that it shows us an error message. So here is a definition of super globals, that several predefined variables in PHP are super globals, which means that they are accessible anywhere regardless of scope, and you can access them from any function, outside of function, or from any file. So here is the list of super globals available in PHP. First super global variable have not underscore sign, and others all have underscore signs after dollar signature. So we will be seeing the working of these variables one by one. First of all, we have global super global variables, and I am going to show you that use of this variable. First of all, I will remove this, and also example2 function remove, and also I will remove the b variable. And here you can see that I define a variable a and assign value 1 to this variable, and if I want to access this variable inside my example function, so I have to use, first of all I will echo this, echo $globals, and after that parentheses, and you have to type only variable name, no dollar signature, and press semicolon at the end and press Ctrl S, save, and open your browser and refresh your browser. You can see that output is 1. So this is the working of global global variables, that from this keyword you can access that variable inside your function. And I will show you a little bit another example. Like we have a variable b is equal to 2, and we have to assign that dollar globals c variable, and let it c variable is equal to dollar globals a plus dollar globals b, and at last semicolon. And now you can see that this variable c variable exists inside our example function, and I am going to retrieve the value of this function outside of my function. So I have to type here that echo only $c. Press Ctrl S, save, and refresh your browser. You can see that the value of our c variable is 3, because 2 plus 1 are 3. So this is the working of global super global variable. Next we have $_server super global. So this is a server super global variable which holds information about headers, paths, and script locations. For example, if I echo $_server and inside this super global I type PHP_server, and when we see the output you can see that it returns us the file name. It means that my folder name is cubic soul, and inside this is index.php, and you can see that in our text editor that cubic soul is a folder, and inside we have file index.php. So if I type here server name, server_name, press Ctrl S, save, and refresh your browser. Because we have localhost server, it returns us the value of localhost. If you have another server, it means that your website is live, then this server super global will returns you the server name of your. So our website is running on localhost server, so it will returns us localhost name, and if your website is live, then your this keyword will returns you your server name. So if I type remote address ADDR and press Ctrl S, save, and refresh your browser, you can see that it returns us the IP of your current user. So the localhost provide IP to his user only one, but when your website will be live, it will return you the current real time IP of your current user. So it have many other functions like remote address, remote host, script file name, and other useful you will be learn when you learning PHP. But these were the most basics, and I hope that you will understand the working of server variable, server superglobal variable, and it has many other functionalities, but I have only told you 3 of them which are more important. So in the next video we will be now the working of post and get method in our PHP. So finally, thanks for watching.